Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Last Defense Academy. And we have this again. Oh my god.
Time to rise and shine.
It has a different energy now that it's the full game, right? Because we know we're going to be with this for a while.
Get ready for your 8th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Sure.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Yeah. So he says the same thing every single time, which is, I assume it's probably going to be different at some point. Even with Sunday gone, his automated announcements keep playing like nothing's changed. We'll need to discuss what we do from here on now that we're on our own. I should go to the cafeteria and meet up with everyone there. Let's go. Yeah, this game has got like since like the last, I finished the demo just this week, and it came out on Tuesday. And now, of course, today there's the next episode that's going to be like a full series as well. And like the buzz that this game has gotten, like within literally like 2 days. Like it's not even funny. Like within like when I did the recording last time of Last Defense Academy until now, like it legitimately, I don't even think it was a Tuesday or it was Monday when it came out. The buzz that this game has gotten is insane. It's like crazy that like it was almost like it was like a wave. I remember just being like online and like seeing the reviews come out, then all of a sudden everyone was talking about this game. And I was so happy. I was so happy for the team that made this. So happy. Because they definitely deserve it. And the fact that like people are talking about this game as being gigantic is definitely something that is definitely seems like it's going to be true. It's one of those situations that like if you saw like online, Kodaka was talking about this game like a lot and like, you know, hyping up the size of this game and how big it was. And like pretty much like what the reviews have said. I haven't read the reviews personally. I've only read like the blurbs that come out online because like for me personally, I don't want to get spoiled by anything. But I've read like blurbs that are shared on like Twitter and stuff, and they usually say like, he wasn't lying. You know what I mean? All the hype is completely true, and I think it's such a good way to put it. I'm so excited for the rest of this game. Let's talk to Shuma. Maybe it's a dumb question, but do you think there's any animals around here? If there are, I hope we're not frightening them or destroying their habitats too badly. Okay, thinking about the animals. You know, I never really thought about that. I've only the only living things that I've seen since we got here are the invaders. So Shuma, if you're concerned about stuff, I like that. You must really like animals, huh? Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy spending time with them and learning more about them and stuff. That's cool. I like animals too. Really? You're a fellow animal lover, Takumi? Oh no, that means you have something in common with me. I'm so no, Shuma. Don't worry, I'll keep this a secret. The last thing you need is to find yourself being lumped in with a creepy little flat worm like me. Quick, you better leave before anyone sees us together. I'll disappear into the background too. I'm good at that. Come on now, Shuma. Here I thought I'd found someone, something that would make him open up and relax. I thought that's exactly what Takumi was doing. His inferiority complex is even worse than I thought. Yeah, it's interesting. We have had something there that like he could relate to, right? Everyone can relate to in some ways, right? If you like animals, and not everyone's gonna like being around animals, of course. But still, Shuma can't handle this type of conversation with people. So if you look at the map here, we'll see if there's anyone else hanging around here just normally. I guess Shuma was only one. That's fine. And we'll go to the cafeteria. Yeah, I'm so excited to play this game. And I was excited before all the hype happened as well. I want to make that clear as well. I think you guys know that I really like this game so far. But it's one of those things that I'm just very happy for the team that within like the space of 2 days, the hype went from just kind of like people that love Raincoat or Danganronpa or maybe even like games like this in the similar style versus like a bunch of people online being like, oh god, I gotta try this out. I have to try this out. And I'm so happy for the team. So happy. Oh my god, all these characters again. Another day, another delicious meal. Is that the bread again? How can you eat at a time like this? What better time is there? Now that Saray's gone, we can enjoy... Oh no, they're eating the fancy food, yes. Any food we want, any time we want. This taco rice set meal is simply delectable. I've never eaten rice this fluffy before, so the food is super good. We talked about this idea of enticing people into you know, to it seeming like they're getting rewarded very greatly for fighting or for being here, right? The comfy beds, the entertainment stuff that they have here as well, the food, you know, it's all like this stuff that seems like a luxury, but like obviously if you pair it with the danger aspect, it doesn't seem as appealing. That's the part you're enjoying? It's even better if you put whipped cream on top. It really gives the dish extra lot of layer of sweetness. So wait, hold on a second here. What did he say he was enjoying the most? Taco rice? Taco rice sounds nice, right? Does taco rice need to be sweet? I mean, everyone likes food. I guess I'm just so used to people liking food in different ways. Oh, whipped cream though, yeah. But yeah, you know what I mean? I guess I'm so used to people just liking food in whatever way they want that I'm just like, okay, whatever, you know? If someone tells me they eat like burgers with like, I don't know, jam on them or Nutella, like, yes, it would be something I eat and I'd probably find it disgusting personally to eat, but I'm just like, okay, dude, be you. Who cares? You know what I mean? Our conversation was interrupted by Hiruko clearing her throat, just loud enough to demand our attention. My apologies for spoiling your fun, but could you listen to me for a moment? This music. I have an important announcement to make. Let's talk to everyone as usual, see if everyone has something to say. Life's too short to eat healthy. I'm all about that sugar rush. Darumi. Adore Darumi. Aito as well. Announcement, what does she have up her sleeve this time? Takamaru. What's the Hiruko want now? I'm so excited for this, man. I'm so excited for this. Maybe whoever's in charge has called this off now that Saray is gone. Maybe they're sending us home? I don't think so, Tsubasa, with this very hopeful thinking, but I don't think that's how it's going to work. Would whipped cream complement curry? It can't hurt to add a little more sweetness, right? Listen, you can have sweet curries for sure, right? But again, I'm not going to judge you, Kako. You do what you want. It's your business, your food. It's no one's business but you and the fork. That's the only person, the people that, not that a fork's a person, you know what I mean. This curry's already delectable. I especially like the plain rice. The sauce hasn't spilled it onto yet. I like some rice too. Put a bit of seasons on it as well. You must have kind of heart to want to talk to me, but you really shouldn't bother. Just ignore me like everyone else. This music is insane. So good. You're right, Gaku. Well, what are you supposed to do now? Suri's gone. Do we gotta stay here and figure it all out on our own? Possibly. Very possibly so. Okay, let's talk to Hiruko. What was it that you wanted to tell us, Hiruko? It's about our future plans. I'm assuming nobody has come up with anything yet. Yeah, I didn't exactly see Saray barking orders at us. Exactly like Saray barking orders, but without them, we really don't have a lot of direction. Yeah, there is like comfort, even in like the worst situations, there's a comfort in someone kind of like leading you along a path, right? There is some sort of comfort there. It's to prove that we can't escape our own, so why don't we just cut loose and do whatever? Oh, we keep fighting until you get the biggest killing streak. Losers just sit there. Oh my god. Darumi! Let's not do that. Are they cutting the wrist or their stomach? Never mind. That's one I didn't understand it. Yeah, no, it's yeah, okay. Never mind. No, Darumi, please don't do that, okay? Please do not do that ever, okay? Please. I worry about you. I wouldn't want that to happen to you. Why are we talking about this? If the school falls, mankind's done for. We gotta stay and fight. Commanding officer or not. We don't know for sure that's true, or we'll still get to get home when the time's up. We'll be in big trouble if you have to stay here forever. Sharing a living space at the bottom here in Paris like me is sure to depress you. Honestly, Shuma, it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy at this stage, because I imagine that, like, again, not for me, because I'm never going to, like, get, like, impatient with someone like this who is, like, you know, feeling down about themselves. But what happens a lot in life is, like, a lot of people will get a little bit impatient and kind of be like, okay, yeah, you're not that bad. Stop feeling down about this, you know? And to me, like, I think it's like, it's one of those situations where I could never do that, but I think some people do that sometimes. Some people do get, like, upset by people being, like, negative about themselves quite a bit. But it's very clear for me, the reason why I'm not getting upset, and I feel like a lot of you guys wouldn't get upset either at Shuma right now, is because Shuma's coming this clearly from a place of something that's happened in the past, and I would never want to, like, make him feel down about, like, you know, feeling like this, even though I know a lot of people might. I wonder how mankind is going to be wiped out exactly. Kako's always thinking about, like, the very, like, not, I don't know, analytical is the way we can talk about, but she's always thinking about, like the possibilities and what could happen and the information going along, you know? Hard to say. It must have something to do with whatever's in the defense room, though. Oh my god, the noises Eva makes. So he could have had the courtesy to tell us that much before he got himself killed. I'll be taking charge of the school in Suray's absence. Follow my orders and we'll be fine. Oh my god, Hiruko. The music stops as well. Huh? Hiruko spoke in such a matter-of-fact way, slipping into conversation so casually I didn't even register what she said until a few seconds later. Wait, what? You're going to... What? What does Takamaru think about this? I said I'll be taking charge of the school in Suray's absence. If you follow my orders, we'll be fine. I did say that I think she should lead battle in some cases, right? Because she's the one who's the most knowledgeable. right? But I wonder what everyone else is going to think about this. Oh no, why's it gotta be you? We need a leader to help organize us, to give us a purpose and direction. Without proper discipline, we'll never win the war against the invaders. I do think that in the battle, maybe having Hiruko as a leader is not a bad thing whatsoever. But I think that like it should be maybe like a democracy. You'll have everyone's opinions and input in the when it comes to decisions in the school. Because I think that like, you know, it's everyone's life, you know? The war? I've told you time and time again, this is a war. We can't afford to lose. For the sake of victory, you'll have to cast aside any and all unnecessary sentiments. I think Hiruko's not wrong in the idea that like this is a battle, right? I'm still gonna be very sentimental in a lot of cases. But she's right in saying that like, you know, we will probably get killed, you know, if we're not too careful. Hope, despair, joy, fear, you don't need them anymore. I like a little bit of hope, a bit of joy. You don't need to know why we're here or what we're protecting. You don't even need to think. Just do as I say and fight. Very forceful personality, right? Very, very forceful. Just fight. The invader attacks are only going to get worse from here on out. We need to be at our best and match them blow for blow. That means everyone here must fight. If you want to make it out of this alive, you have to be willing to put your life on the line. Risk your life to save your life. Kill others so that you may survive. That's what it means to be a war. So she's trying to like convince everyone else to join now as well. And honestly, like, you know, taking an approach that is like, you know, a mix of fear, but also a mix of like, you know, like honestly, like I guess if you're talking from like a generalist perspective or like a wartime perspective, like it is kind of like a realistic, not totally realistic, because there's some stuff like obviously I disagree with, but like the idea that what she's doing here is like saying like, fight for yourselves. You have to fight to live, you know? Which like if you are in the face of danger, having someone say this to you like, I bet can give you some adrenaline. Nobody has any response to that. Hiruko's stance was extreme one. There's no doubt about that, but nothing about it stood out as wrong either. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's extreme, but like it's not like I'm like I still think that like, you know, everyone should have like a say in all this stuff as well. I don't want to force anyone to do anything, but like I do think that what she's saying is true. We are in grave danger. We need to find a way to fight and to survive this thing, right? Given the extreme circumstances we were in, it might even be the most logical way for us to proceed. Violent, heartless, but logical nonetheless. I think that in the battles, it's so useful to have someone leading us towards something and have someone kind of ruthless to fight these monsters, right? At least in battle. There you have it. That's how things are going to work from now on. You may resume your meaningless prattle. Now that I'm in charge, you can rest easy. I will not allow us to lose. How does everyone feel about this? Please someone say something else. Say something. The cafeteria fell silent in the wake of that bombshell of an announcement, okay? We didn't have the heart to make small talk anymore. The atmosphere was just too oppressive. Interesting. So no one even had anything to say back to her. Very interesting. She has that type of like presence about her. Eventually our new leader said she wanted to go and think through some new battle strategies and left us there alone. Feeling deflated, we gradually dispersed and went back to our rooms. Isn't that kind of interesting that a situation like that can like deflate you? Yeah, and that's the thing. I can't imagine anyone else will keep us in line with still. And the idea of it deflating us is like, hey, it's normal information. It makes sense the information we're getting, right? Like, it's one of the situations. I think the reason why it deflates people is because there's a mixture of people being like, I'm scared of her. Oh, is she kind of right about some stuff? I don't feel the same way, but I don't know how to say it to her. And then also like even Takamaro's not saying something back. So there's a combination of so many feelings that goes into that, I bet. All that stuff I'm not thinking and just following orders doesn't sit right with me. I feel kind of surrendering all my control would be a bad idea. And I do agree with this as well. Like I said, I think there should be like decision making within the school should be up to like everybody. I need to do something to take my mind off all this. I've got plenty of free time. Maybe I'll just wander around and look for something to do. Okay, so we have some more free time. Great. The free time stuff is actually very, very fun. I wonder if we can talk to more people now. I think the conversations are very short, but I think the reason now that they're short has become more apparent. So they're on the rooftop. I'm so willing to talk to Eito as well, who's down here in the first floor hallway. Darumi, I would love to talk to Darumi as well. Ima, when we get the chance, we'd love to talk to him. So I think we should talk to Eito, right? We'll have a conversation with Eito, especially after everything that happened. And we might go out and explore as well a bit too, in a bit. But I'd definitely like to talk to Eito about some stuff. Yeah. Such a great moment for him in the last episode. You seem like you're in a good mood today. Did something happen? I hung my laundry to dry on the rooftop fence and it worked amazingly. Everything came out so soft and it smelled incredible. Did you use scented fabric softener or something? No, I think it's just the smell of the sunlight. I've never smelled anything like it in TRC, and you know, there's no sky here. There is a weird, like, I always love that idea of the smell of summer, right? It's such a beautiful sentiment. If laundry day is nice, maybe our time here won't be so bad after all. I can't believe he's excited about a good load of laundry. I mean, it's the little things sometimes. Does he enjoy housework? Again, we're learning a little bit about him too, like maybe he does enjoy housework, maybe he does enjoy like little small victories and stuff like that. Because I think I can totally get that, you know? Sometimes it is like, for me, like, you know, I don't know if you guys feel this way too, but like, I'll be, like some days I'll, like, I think like I'll give you an example, like last Saturday, I was playing Visions of Mana, and as I was playing Visions of Mana, we can talk to Darumi as well, so we can go back. I think we'll go talk to Darumi for a bit. When I was playing Visions of Mana, I had a cup of tea, and I remember just feeling like, man, this is great, you know, this is so fun. And like, it's the tiny little things sometimes in life that do bring you such enjoyment. And like, even like, oh, my clothes smell nice, the sun smells good, my cologne smells nice today, you know, the little bit of makeup I put on today really made me feel like a bit more confident, you know. The way I did my hair, the way I did this, the way I you know, oh, this sandwich I made today, like maybe it's like this tiny little things that really do like can improve your day, you know, they really can. And I think it's always like very, very cool to see. Takumi, come play a game with me. Sure. After last time, yeah, the erogi thing, right? That was the first time I actually heard of erogi. You can play my favorite. Okay, erogi, you'll totally love it. The game that we chose is a very erotic and extreme game, but it's really unpredictable and interesting to play. Creativity went up by 6. Okay, cool. We're gonna have a lot of creativity. It's gonna be talking to Darumi a lot. A lot.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so
yeah, we can skip past this. I'm just worried about skipping past this sometimes because I wonder if it's ever gonna be different. Looks like another day's over. Back to home when residential comments used to stay up playing video games and watching random videos online until late. I don't have nearly as many things to distract or entertain me now. Once night falls, all I can do is go to sleep. And so my 8th day at the Last Defense Academy drew to a close. 8 days already. There's like, well, it's not already. We went through, well, no, actually, we had a lot of like, obviously there's like prologues and all the story stuff as well. But imagine the days will go by a little bit faster now, but still there'll be story points as well.
Get ready, prepare, be ready to give you.
Yeah. So is there more free time? I'll take it. It's morning. Hiruko's in charge now, but what does that mean? Are our lives here going to be all that different from before? Anyway, I should head over to the cafeteria. So the cafeteria, like in Danganronpa, is going to be a base for everyone to like go and like see each other. Which I like. Oh, everyone's still in the rooms, but Tsubasa's there. Around here? No? Maybe she's up top? No, she's probably like over here. This is Tsubasa's room anyway. By the way, I say it every episode, this whole outfit that Takumi has. Like, it's honestly like, you know, there's not even like in any world that he could be like, yeah, he had a mundane life, but like, anyone who dresses like this, like, it's just like, man, stylish. So stylish. Is she here? Here she is. Hey, Tsubasa, how are you? Morning, Tsubasa. Yeah, morning. You on your way to the cafeteria? Me? No, Sorry, I really gotta get going. She's very nervous. What was all that about? She's acting weird. I mean, we'll go to the cafeteria now. Wrong button. Yeah, let's head to the cafeteria. Very excited to see how everyone reacted or has sat upon the information that Hiruko wants to be the leader. Not everyone's here. Yeah, it's just let's say because some people are still in the room. Yeah, real slim pickings, huh? Is it me or the ones who are missing are the ones who don't want to fight? Yeah. The cowards refuse to fight. Yes, that's right. I still think it's a terrifying situation. It's, again, that's why I don't want to judge anyone over this. You know what I mean? I'm not going to judge everyone over this. And by the way, I'm not saying that you guys can't or other people can or can't. For me personally, like, my stance is that, like, this is a horrifying situation and everyone needs to come to terms with it in their own way, and hopefully they will come to terms with it. You know what I mean? They usually come here in the morning. Why didn't they today? Because they're probably, like, afraid Hiroko's going to say something else. Because I told them not to. Oh, wait, what? They're not allowed to use the cafeteria. Hiruko. Huh? No. Why would you? You can't. No, we shouldn't do that. Last Defense Academy exists to protect humanity from the invaders. Anyone who won't contribute to the effort doesn't deserve to use its facilities. Yeah, but like, I feel like this is exactly what they would want in this facility, right? For us to like do this and pressure us as well. And the fact that like, it's not just like they still, she's not even saying that they can't just eat their bread anymore, that they can't get food down here. You know? It's not like, oh yeah, you have to eat the bread, right? Which still wouldn't be nice. No, we can't do that. Isn't that pretty harsh though? The way things are now, they'll never come around. It's time to start cracking the whip. That's like, starving them is more than cracking the whip. I'm not going to let up until they shape up and start showing some spine. Let up on what exactly? You're in no position to be worrying about others. I need you to be ready to defend against invader attacks at a moment's notice. Our time is precious. You will not waste it. Is that understood? Holy hell, without waiting for an answer, Hiruko got to her feet and left, and unshakably confident as ever. Yeah, she is very confident. Damn, it's gonna be all business from now on, huh? This is madness.
Hey!
It does sound pretty Spartan. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. Trying to force our friends to fight might only make things worse. That's the thing. I'd rather them fight on their own terms, because then you actually have people who are determined in their own way to fight, not just who are forced. If that makes sense. Not like they got an excuse to keep hanging back. None of us get any real choice here. And again, I understand 100% what Takabato is saying here is like pretty, like it's not wrong. It's the idea that, yeah, like we're in a situation where all of us might die. All of us legitimately could die. Apparently, according to today, the Tokyo residential complex could also die, right? That's 100% true. But I do think, personally, that getting people to fight on their own terms for their own reasons might make them fight even harder. Because look at the way with Eito. Eito came to terms with stuff himself, realized stuff himself, found a reason to fight, and he was more than useful for us. Like, the evidence is there. He was so good for us in that battle, in the cutscene and everything like that. Yeah, it is. It's just very like, I don't know about like banning them from using facilities in this place. It's kind of not. I'm not comfortable with it. It's like Hiruko said, that's what being a war is all about. Yeah, and yeah, I get what they're saying. I get you though. There's such things going too far. I wonder else he's gonna put pressure on them. I have a bad feeling about this. Like, because not being able to use the facilities, we ate the rest of our breakfast in silence. We were all feeling uneasy about what would happen to the rest of the group going forward. Exactly. Once we're done eating, we went back to our rooms. Because everyone is in a very bad situation here. We have to like say that, you know, everyone is. I'm worried about what else Hiruko might be planning, but it'll be a couple of days since the last attack, and I'm starting to get antsy. I prefer to not just sit around. Okay, we'll do maybe like an exploration today, because we haven't done one of those in a bit. Who can we talk to though? Hiruko is there too. It shows how many times we talk to them as well, does it? Or no, it doesn't. It really can't be talked to there anyway. Yeah, and I hope it's hard to obviously, because there's so many different opinions that are going to fly on this, to be honest. So do we go to the defense room door or the training room? Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah, I want to go here for a second. Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. So can we upgrade our class weapon even more? Like, definitely. Her weapon's already at 8. Wait, we should have known that. Was this already upgraded because she was, like, already fought so much with these guys? Because that's pretty crazy if that's the case. I want to definitely upgrade your stuff because yes. She's awesome. Like, she's legitimately so good at this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, legitimately so good at this stuff. We can upgrade Eito as well, right? For now, that's how we're going to need to fight with us anyway. So in terms of the VR training machine, does this count as so we can do... Oh, we'll do battle 2, yeah? I don't know if... Yeah. Oh, again, you earn some BP as well. Yeah, let's go for it. You know what I mean? It's a tough situation. We have to look at it from all these different perspectives when it comes to this type of stuff. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. Let's go. Can you only bring 4 at a time? Is that it, or should I have brought more out here?
It's killing game time!
This is a good shot, actually, here. And we can actually use our boy. And actually, something people were telling me, yeah, that I should be using more of, and you're totally right. Is once they attack, after close enough to an enemy, doing something like this, very useful. You know what I mean? Very useful, especially if you have the because we're gonna have enough AP at some points. We're gonna have like 6 AP at some points. So doing defensive stances is such a good idea. Damage is doing this thing as well. Oh my god. It's actually not terrible for us at this point, but I imagine it's going to get much, much crazier.
Let's do it to it!
Well, that's much better, right? Not really. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
My turn. There. Got it.
Time for battle.
The laceration here. Honestly, I'm so willing to just get rid of one at a time, even.
Die. How unsatisfying.
And then
Rev it up!
honestly,
Gotta play defense.
let's do a bit of defense for these characters as well.
Time to move.
The ones who are like directly in the firing line for these big boys, you know what I mean? Jesus, man, they freaking tear you apart. They're not joking around, right? They're really not. But we can do this. We're actually not in a terrible position now for this.
Let's go!
Yeah, I'm good for that. We can now do a special attack if we wanted to, and actually, like, if we could move over here, it wouldn't be a bad idea if we get rid of so many of them at the one time.
Say when.
Yeah.
Take this.
We could do a special attack, but I don't think it's going to do very good for us. Honestly,
I still got gas.
ain't got nothing on me. We'll do this as well. Get rid of all these guys at once. Let's go. Let's go, Takamoto. Lovely stuff.
That's what you get.
And honestly, like, we're still gonna do good here as well.
Time for battle. I'll chop you to pieces.
Gotta raise our AP as well.
My turn.
We can only dash certain play. Yes, with these characters, yeah. Who can move? You can move, right? No, you can't move.
Fine.
Yeah, get rid of this guy.
Go away!
Not even letting them do whatever they need to do.
Kelly game time! Blocked!
She's awesome. She's so awesome.
Time to move. Take this.
We can't do anything with him because of his special attack. We could, yeah, just defensive stances as well. I think we can survive for the next turn. I think we can.
All right, let's get started.
We might lose Takamoto, but like we're getting. I feel like we're gonna have to like learn how to get better at this anyway. You know? Yeah, this is fine. We have this.
Let's do this.
Get that there. And then we just have you, right?
Let's go!
Yeah. We could do better. Definitely, we're gonna have to learn how to do better for sure. Using the defensive stances helps out quite a bit. Look at the Rumi. What a cool shot here for S rank as well. Still, though, we'll take that. Does this pass the day? Because it didn't pass the day last time. But I wonder if it's gonna pass the day now. It does. Okay. And this is the afternoon. Yeah, okay, so we know that for sure now it passes the day. And we can't go outside, so we might as well go talk to someone now, right? So who can we go talk to? I keep pressing the wrong button. I think we talk to Hiruko. Whereabouts is she, though? Not over here, so she's probably down here. Again, they're not like big pieces of information, but I imagine as time goes on, you might like get like a little bit more tidbits into their personalities and stuff. Hiruko means business. Hiruko, are you not feeling well? Could you shut up, please? I'm trying to meditate. Oh, sorry. Meditate? I was healing my mind by quieting my spirit and observing the sound of the wind. This war is a long one, so having a few days like this is a necessity. You're getting some mental respite, huh? Maybe I'll do some meditation myself. So that's interesting as well, having a character that's so meditated beside Hiruko and quelled my exhaustion. To have a character that is like so aggressive and so forward, I think, to also have her be very introspective as well. It's pretty interesting.
Heady soldiers. You never
Very
know,
interesting.
then.
I honestly can't fathom what's going to be happening with the rest of the story, though. It's that time again. Hiroko's plan to pressure the others into fighting still had me worried. She already banned them from the cafeteria. What would she do next? Whatever it is, I hope it's nothing too extreme. That is banning people from food. Like, let's be honest here. Dreading what morning might bring, I slipped into an uneasy feeling, ending my 9th day of the last defense academy. And the bathrooms are a facility as well, by the way. So are they banned from the bathroom? Do you always have the suit?
Get ready for your... Wow! Look at
Oh,
you guys.
okay.
Making
Okay.
it into double
He's
digits.
celebrating us getting to double digits.
In honor of this milestone, I'm giving you access to the rec room
Oh, right.
and the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor.
That must be one of the boarded up places?
I'll tell you all about how they work in person. See you there.
In person? In person? So hey, you're not here. New facility, so I doubt that in-person explanation is going to happen though. We've only been here 10 days. It feels like a lot longer. We're really just getting started. And when that's today, there's a chance we could be here even longer than 100 days. No, I can't think like that. I have to believe I'll get through this and go back home. Back to the Tokyo residential complex, back to Katawa.
Hey!
It'll all work out somehow. It always does. The morning announcement said the rec room and leisure lounge have been unlocked now. Maybe I should go check them out. Yeah, so again, I love his character detail that he's always thinking about Katawa, right? It's a very sweet character trait. Is there anyone... I keep pressing the wrong button. Is there anyone we can talk to? What's that button for the map that I have there? So these are the characters that aren't fighting, still locked in the rooms, not leaving the room at all. They're probably terrified to even leave at this stage. That's why she ran off. She was afraid of Hiruko. She was literally afraid of Hiruko. That's why she ran off that morning. 3rd floor, is it? So there's the leisure lounge and there's the rec room. But let's go to the hallway so we can also talk to Takamaru. Came by to check out the leisure lounge. When I saw Hiruko, I figured I'd better back off. It's bad enough dealing with her shit when everyone else is there, but I don't think I can handle her on my own. She's pretty hot. Too bad about her personality. Jesus, dude. It sounds like you have a last defense casino. It sounds like you have a crush. A little bit of a crush. Whoa. Whoa. Danganronpa V3 vibes. This is the rec room. Whoever built this place really did think of everything. It's one of the most normal places I've seen here, to be honest. It's hard not to imagine a fancy academy. It's not hard to imagine a fancy academy have a room like this, really? It's gonna be you're scoping out the rec room too, huh? I thought this would be a fun place to hang out for sure. It's a major disappointment though. There's no edgelord manga or misery. What is misery? What is that? Hardcore rogues or anything? What is that? What is misery? What? Dorumi, what world do you live in? I mean, won't worry if there was. Yes, true. Are we even gonna be able to use some of the equipment now that today's not here to tell us how it all works? Don't we left behind some manuals and stuff. Ito's reading one right now. I'm not so clear with all these big words or small ones or phonetic awareness in general. Really, I don't even get me started on my poor focus and lack of vocabulary. Honestly, Dorumi, it's why we kind of love you. You know what I mean? That you're so honest with yourself. Even though I feel like you're probably putting yourself down a little bit, she does it in a very funny way that's not like, you know, it doesn't feel like she's depressed about it or sad about it. She's just like, man, I don't like reading. And honestly, I don't have a big vocabulary, you know? And she does, I look at the, you know, I think she's kind of like adorable at times, to be honest. She's surprisingly thorough in her understanding of her shortcomings. This is what I mean, right? Like, she believes she has shortcomings, right? I personally believe that she's probably better than she even thinks she is, right? But I don't think she's getting down about the idea that she's not maybe, like, academically, like, powerful in that sense. Because it actually doesn't... I'm going to say it doesn't matter. To some people it does matter. But like, there's different types of intelligence. There always is. And it just so happens that she might have a different type of intelligence to other people as well, which is perfectly fine. Like, it's the way things like, I could write an English essay like tomorrow, no problem, Hand a maths exam to me? Nah. I want to play the depressing erogi. So erogi stands for arugu, which means happy fun time manga. Hello, Ito. Ito's intently scanning the pages of that book. I wonder if he's figured anything out. Is that one of the manuals? What's it say? It seems to be for that device over there. Oh, that? What exactly is it? It doesn't look like any machine I've seen before. According to this, it's called the Gift-O-Matic. Oh, maybe it's one of those, like in Danganronpa when you get like gifts to give to people? A gift to what now? Let me read you the introduction from the manual. Thank you, Ito. True to name, the Gift-O-Matic is used to manufacture presents, charitable donations, and other doodads. Step 1, select an item from the machine's extensive database. Step 2, insert the required materials. Step 3, the item you requested pops out in whole and complete. Take advantage of this miracle of modern engineering to express your gratitude and affection towards your comrades and strengthen your esprit de corps. So that's what it is. It is like gifts for your comrades. That's about the size of it. A gift making machine, kind of weird idea, isn't it? Perhaps, but assuming it actually works as advertised, it's pretty impressive. I looked at the list of available items. It can make clothes, shoes, household goods, and even complex stuff like auto parts and high-spec electronics. How about gory movies or games that are bad for being too extreme? Look, I'm sorry, like, I know that, like, she is weird as heck, right? I know she is. But there's something, like, strangely, endearingly adorable about Darumi. You know what I mean? There's, like, it's like, she's so, like, unapologetically herself. She really is so unapologetically just Darumi, Yes, actually. Seriously, it really is extensive. It sounds like a magic or alchemy. Maybe I wonder how it works. Then again, the Revive-O-Matic is just as much of a mystery as, and that hasn't stopped us from using it. Yeah, I guess not. Didn't giving gifts help alleviate some of the tension around here? I don't know. The difference between fighters and non-fighters are a little too deep seated to resolve that easily. You're probably right. What a pity. Gift making has been unlocked. You can access during your free time. I guess we can access it now. This is a device that can create all sorts of gifts. How does it even work? So we can't do it right now. Okay. We checked out this room. It's very interesting that it is kind of like, there's like a dartboard, darts hut, not right now. So we can't do any games right now, but we can take a look around, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, it is fun. Like, this is fun. Like, this is what, what's this game called? Not Shogi, is it? No. What's it called? They played in Yakuza all the time. But honestly, like, this is like, I wonder if this is just like popular, because this is popular in Japan, right? And like a lot of this stuff is also in like very popular in the Yakuza games, so I imagine that maybe it is like something that all this stuff is very popular in Japan as well, maybe. But I don't want to like, say that without any actual knowledge about that. Leisure Lounge, let's go. And Hiruko's gonna be here by herself. Leisure Lounge, this is gorgeous. This must be Leisure Lounge. Looks like a nice place to relax. It's got a pool and everything. It's stunning. I like it. Oh, look at the smile on her face. We know she likes meditation. Not you, I'm talking about the room. Yeah, I figured that much. You wouldn't refer to me as it, would you? It's important for me to take time to rest and recover. Yes, we know she definitely feels this way. Too much work can have a negative impact on your health. It reminds me of a scene in Haikyuu where like one character tries to ask another character for advice and the character's like, hey, like, and he's like wondering why he's taking days off, and he's like, hey, I'm taking days off because it's important, right? It's important to take days off. Even the most like, amazing athletes take days off. Wipe that expression off your face. You can look at me like that all you want. I'm not getting into the pool with you. I wasn't thinking that at all, Hiruko. Honestly. What kind of expression did I have? I prefer to relax on my own. Please understand. That's fine. There's no problem with that whatsoever. That's fine with me. I feel like leisure time with Hiruko would just descend into an intensive training session anyway. Yeah, and if she wants to spend time by herself, that's fine. Okay, I think I've looked at all the new rooms I have access to now. Maybe I'll go back to my room and think about what to do next. Very well. Yeah, I have no issue if she wants to relax by herself. A rec room and leisure lounge. Honestly, I'm not so sure how much chance we'll have to use them. What other kinds of rooms does this school have? What don't we know about? There's a lot of boarded up rooms. When will we get to see them? I still have some free time today. What should I do next? I think I want to maybe do an exploration. Oh, the rec room is unlocked now. You can make gifts. By giving characters the preferred gifts, your student activities will further boost your grades. Give your classmates different kinds of presents to find out what they like best. You'll BP materials to make gifts. In addition, you will need key items to make certain gifts. Key items can be obtained through treasure chest spaces to their progressing story. So, when I was playing in Danganronpa, I always had like a spoiler-free guide on which gifts to give people. I don't think we're gonna have that here. I feel so bad. I want to see them. Please come out. Come out and let's chat. Please. Yeah. So I might actually see if we can like make first. Let's see if we can make some gifts. Right. I don't know if it's gonna pass the time though. It didn't pass the time in Danganronpa when you had to like do the slot machine. Right. Let's see. There's nothing we can make right now, but we know that we have a scented candle, which I'm thinking 100% will be Hiruko. We have a factory photo book we can make. Who would like a factory photo book? A photo book of factories at night. People love the magical vibe and lighting gives these rugged settings. A cat photo book. Oh, for Shuma. Right? That'd be cool. Wait, oh, it has to be one of these guys? Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, Darumi, do you like cats? Darumi, do you like cats? Not sure what to think.
Not sure.
No! Grade 2 went to 4x4. Each character's own preferred items. Gift these will maximize and increase your grades. You can check these characters preferred items. Okay, that's my bad. You'll be given hints to student activities. Okay. It's the first time bonus for any gifts you make for the first time. So gather up those hints and make all the gifts you can. And it's probably like passed by the time as well. Oh, we have to be careful with that. We have to be careful with that. Okay, so we can check. I think it's in their report cards. Was that what it was? Oh my god. So accessories, food, items, books. So he would have liked the books. I was just thinking like animals and oh no, I feel so silly. Do you think we can like make it try it again? Look, we're gonna do trial and error sometimes. It's gonna happen. We could talk to Hiruko as well. We can't go out anyway. I don't want to reload either because like we're gonna make mistakes. We are gonna make mistakes. It's gonna happen. But let's maybe try and give another gift then, because there's a book there we can give to Eito, right? And he does like books. Oh, okay, so we can do it by the keywords. That's actually pretty fun. But we have... Oh, we can't even make the books now, can we? No, we have to go about get more materials. Oh, we have an analytical machine. We have a video camera. Oh, I'm sorry. This would totally be... Wait, so machines... Food. Oh, they show you the named items here. Oh, okay, that's fine. So she likes items. Darumi likes items. So we have tools. So what do we have? We have machines. I thought she'd like this though. So we have machines and we have... Is that all we have? All we have is machines right now. We have machines and tools, but I don't think anyone we know likes machines or tools. At least the ones that we have so far in our team. So like, for example, we have accessories, food, items, books, tools. So Tsubasa likes tools, but we can't give it to her now. So yeah, that's fine. So let's then go talk to... Let's see. Who can we talk to? I keep pressing the wrong button. Who can we talk to? Is Darumi gonna be here? Hiruko on the roof. We've only talked to Eito once, so we can talk to Eito again. Oh, he's probably gonna be, if she's over here, he's gonna be over the other way, I'd say. Hello. He's humming a song. Lovely smile. You seem like you're in a good mood today. Did something happen? I hung my laundry to dry on the rooftop fence and it worked amazingly. So it's the same thing as last night. Everything came out soft and smells like sunlight. So it's the same thing. So I wonder if it just changes when the story changes. Went up by 3. Okay. And we have to get craft gifts so we can have them as well.
You never will then.
I wonder what the next part of the story is going to be at all, like, you know? Today we went by in a flash. It did. One thing concerns me though. I haven't seen anyone from the non-fighting group at all. They have not left. We haven't even seen a peep since Tsubasa went off and they're like nearly crying. Hope they're okay. I doubt Hiruko would stop with the cafeteria. She could have forbidden them from using other facilities. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's too extreme. That's the next move is going to be. Would all this will all this really motivate them to get on the battlefield with the rest of us? There's not much I can do for now. I'll just have to see how it goes. With nothing else to do, I got into bed, and within a few minutes, I was fast asleep. Man, day 11 already. Ding dong, bing bong, of course.
Get ready.
11 days here, man. We've been here 11 days. Do we go to the cafeteria again? Time to get up. Just as I was hoisting myself out of bed and getting to my feet, something interrupted the quiet morning atmosphere. Oh, wow. Sounds like someone's here, but it's always nerve-wracking when someone knocks on the door. It's quiet, too quiet. Something doesn't feel right. Oh, no. What do you mean? I took a few hesitant steps towards the door, then took a deep breath and opened it, only to find... Okay, Terumi. Hello. Oh my god, her face. She looks like she's, has something planned. Terumi, is something wrong? Oh, take me, you sweet summer child, you. You haven't noticed? I'm exhausted. I can't take anymore. You tired? Say, you want to come die with me? No, I don't. Terumi, you're lovely, but I don't. Once we're dead, the pain will be gone, and we'll finally be at peace. Come on, it'll only hurt for a second. So, like, her very, like, cute, adorable, like, stuff that we've seen, like, she's like a Danganronpa fan that's been wanting to die. I do think that there's something deeper there that is causing her pain, and we're seeing that even now. She's saying, like, you know, the pain will be gone.
Let's just die. Die.
Oh my god, Terumi.
Die.
Terumi. Oh my god. I don't want to die. Please, Terumi. This facial expression as well. Just kidding, man. Just in your face. You've been Terumi'd, bro. Okay. I still think there's something deep down that's troubling her, but we just got Terumi'd apparently. With this music as well. I guess I got Terumi'd. What the hell? I was like moving back in my chair. How was I? Totally had you, didn't I? I thought a nice joke first thing would help cheer you up. This is what's so difficult about Terumi, isn't it? Endearingly so, she thought this was going to make us happy. Like, she had no other motive. She thought she was going to make us happy. She thought, I'm gonna tell him this joke, he's going to freaking love it. You know? And it more just terrified me. That was hardly what I call a nice joke. But to Terumi, that's literally the height of comedy.
Hey!
What are you doing here anyway? I mentioned our glorious leader. She told me to get all the non-fighters together in the cafeteria. What? Hiruko's letting him back in? Yeah, to be honest though, it's kind of a drag. Think you could help me out? For what? Misery loves company, right? Can we just say that once? Okay, yeah. You got a weird way of asking for help, but I guess I can give you a hand. Gracias, muchacho. Now I would have to go through with my contingency plan. Oh well, there's always next time. Tell Kaku and Tsubasa what's up, alright? Okay, thanks, bye. Oh my god, look at her. Can I say her saying like gracias brochacho or muchacho, was it brochacho or muchacho? Muchacho is like, again, she's like such like a like 2009 like gamer, you know, person, because like I remember that was like the era when everyone was like brochacho. You know? She's all like early 2000s with that stuff. What a crazy interaction. Terumi waved goodbye with a cheery smile, completely at odds with the creepy stuff that she'd been saying. That's the thing. She's so endearingly creepy. I just had to tell Gaku and Tsubasa to come to cafeteria, right? That should be easy enough. I better get going. Still very worrying though, right? That now she wants everyone in the cafeteria. You know what I mean? It's like, for what? You know, for what? Tsubasa's room is this way. I know that. I knew that. So Tsubasa and Gaku. Oh my god. right beside each other as well. This is boss's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side door. After a little while, the door opened with a clatter. Look at me, what is it? Oh, she looks pretty down. I want to message you. Hiruko wants us all to meet up in the cafeteria. All of us, even the non-fighters. She looks so down. Yes, she told you weren't allowed to leave our rooms. No, that's not good, guys. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Hiruko said that. She really has been cracking the whip. It's just not good. Who knows? Maybe she wants to apologize. She has been pretty harsh on you guys lately. Come on, you don't believe that. This is Hiruko we're talking about here. Yeah, I don't believe that. Yeah, I know. Just so you know, no matter what she does to us, I'm not joining the fight. I can't. I would rather you fight on your own terms, Tsubasa. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. That kind of stuff just isn't possible for me. Oh, Tsubasa. It's looking like she might burst into tears any moment. Tsubasa slunk off into the direction of the cafeteria. They're probably so weak and probably so scared. This is Gaku's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell at the door. How's Gaku feeling about this? Again, sweating, looking distraught, face kind of winced a bit. Oh, it's just you. What do you want? Hiruko said she wants everyone to meet at the cafeteria. For real, us too? What she want this time? I just know it's nothing good. That girl's got it in for me. It's not just her either. I bet all you think of as non-fighters are nothing but dead weight. And again, it's creating. This is what they wanted. This is what they wanted. This dissension. This idea that it's us versus them. Or it's us. It's us versus two sides. It should be us versus the monsters in any way we can. But right now, it's like creating. Yeah, no, not really. I don't feel that way. So they wanted this, but you guys are the weird ones. You know that? Oh my God! Look at that! Look what it's doing to these people. Like, I'm not talking about just Hiruko. I'm talking about the whole situation. Like, look at how it's upsetting people. Regular people don't just go from living normal lives to fighting monsters without a second thought. I get what you mean, bud. Fine, Hiruko wants into the cafeteria, I'll go. If I don't, it'll only get worse for me, right? Oh man, what a rotten luck. After several dramatic groans, Gaku skulked off in the direction of the cafeteria. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you see the actual absolute horror and torment they're going through. It's not easy to look at. Where the weird ones are fighting. Don't go thinking I don't know that. I'm not doing this because I enjoy it. And that's such an interesting sentiment too. All right, I don't want to room he asked me to. I should head to the cafeteria with the rest of them. Why is Hiruko getting us all together though? I can't imagine I'm going to like what happens next. The reason why it's so interesting to me, the idea of like bringing everyone together, is because we have a not just that, but it's like we already know that she has like plans to crack down more on them. So like maybe it's something she wants to do publicly. But also there's like this feeling amongst what happened with Gaku there of him saying that we're the weird ones. If you look at it from a perspective, it's like, yeah, we went to fight so quickly. And in that way, to people that don't fight that or don't want to fight, it probably would seem like we are the weird ones, right? In a lot of ways. All right, everyone's here. I guess now we'll find out what this emergency meeting is all about. What's Hiruko up to this time? Oh, look, they're starving. Can we have something to eat before we start? I'm so hungry, I'm getting stomach cramps. That's not right. No. Give them some food right now. Of course, I wouldn't want you to think I'm totally heartless. Hiruko, here's some disposable chopsticks out of the trash for you to grill them if you have... No. Get some food. Gaku, get some food. You're totally heartless. Hiruko, please give them some real food. I can't bear to see them like this. It's horrible. It's so horrible to see. Very well, help yourself to dry bread. One per person. Oh, no. Just take whatever you want. Take whatever you want. Just one slice each. Look at them. They're about to collapse. We may have a surplus food supplies in the refrigerator, but that doesn't mean they're unlimited. We need to use the resources wisely. Wasting them on freeloaders would be the same as throwing them away. But they're not getting any. They haven't got any food for days. They need something nutritious. Super nutritious. Freeloaders, come on. That's fair. I've always been a useless freeloader. Even there, we could probably use more for productively somewhere else. Let's move on. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. Man. Crazy interactions here. Because, like, again, like, as I said, I think I was totally fair. I was like, hey, yeah, Hiruko would be a good leader on the battlefield. We do need to, like, kind of figure out what we're going to do going forward. But my stance will always be, I think that them finding their own way to fight would always be a bit better, right? Let's talk to everyone before we go into this. Our cast of cards is a little too big, don't you think? Maybe we should make some cuts. Again, didn't we think it this way, of course? Let's hear what Hiruko has to say. She's really acting like she owns the place now. Guess it can't hurt to hear her out, though. They're in such a bad way. How are you guys doing? Doesn't know how she's feeling now as well. What is this all about? Not that I really care either way. It won't affect me or my dear sister. Are his eyes like really tired and red? Were you crying? They're not doing good. What's the announcement then? So why did you ask us to come here? Gaku, Tsubasa, Ima, Kako, and Shuma, the non-fighters has been calling you. I've decided. What? What? You're going to leave the school? What? What do you mean leave? You're kicking us out? Kicking you out, what a delightful turn of phrase. Yes, I'm kicking you out. And if you won't leave on your own accord, I will make you. That's all I have to say. Why don't you get going and save us all the trouble? Oh my god, no, we can't do that, Hiruko. Well, right now, look at Kaku's face. How can you kick her out? Hiruko, have you lost your mind? Why would you do that to our friends? She's not going to see them as friends, Eito. Why do you think we've been brought here for one purpose? One person's purpose only, to fight. Anyone who can't or won't do that has no place here, so why not get rid of them? If the invaders get distracted by hunting them down in the ruins outside, at least they'll be serving a purpose. What, as decoys? Try to stay alive as long as you can. The less time the invaders spend on the school, the better. Oh my god. I'm not gonna let them leave. You can't just use us like that. You should be grateful I'm giving you a chance to make yourselves useful. No, Hiruko. Hiruko, I'm totally on board for you being a leader during battle. I really am. But I'm not turning these people outside. Even though I doubt it make much of a difference, I'll just get stepped on like a cockroach I am. I'll be into it. Hiruko, are you for real right now? You can't go through with this. It's going too far. Don't waste my time with meaningless objections. I'm leaving the school now. And what I say goes. Don't argue, just obey my orders. That's not how I want this to go, though, at all. But it's so extreme. Can't you go a little easier on us? You really don't understand the position you're in, do you? Let me ask you a question. Why should we be expected to fight to protect you when you do nothing in return? I think there's an argument to be had here, right, about protecting people for nothing in return, but we're going about it in such a forceful way that we can't have that conversation right now. Well, you know, because that is an accurate thing to worry about. I'm fighting all the time for people that aren't fighting. That's true. If you said it that way, I'd be like, yeah, 100%. That can feel bad. But I want these people to find a reason to fight for themselves. See, now, no excuse. Pack up whatever person belongs you have and leave. Seriously, right now? If such a simple task is beyond you, I don't mind helping you along. I'll make you leave by force if necessary. We can't have that. We can't have it. Wait, Hiruko, please. It's all too sudden. Can't you give them some more time? Time for what? Well, if you spring this on them out of the blue, the lesson will really sink in, you know? She's not looking... I don't think she's looking to give a lesson. Wait, 5 days? 5 days you got until day 16 to make your choice. Fight alongside us or leave forever. Just 5 days? I feel so bad. Kaku, like, for some reason, like, hits my heart. If you do decide to fight, I'll give you a little test on that day instead. I want you to tell me what I want to hear and going back on it later. What kind of test? You'll find out when the time comes. She's terrifying. I think that covers everything. As for the rest of you, remember to stay on guard in case there's an attack today. With her customary brisk attitude, Hiruko said all she had to say and left without another word. That's a lot to think about. And again, I want to make it clear, I feel like I'm being so fair when it comes to Hiruko as well. I believe that she would have been is a fantastic leader in the battlefield. She led us to victory in that last battle as well. I feel like she did, and she did a lot for us in the last battle, right? To speak up and say, hey, I don't like the fact that we're fighting and nobody else is fighting is 100% a accurate and totally understandable argument to have, right? It's totally understandable. But I think also at the same time, it's important to realize like that these methods are very extreme. More than extreme. It's an understandable feeling to have. Why am I fighting for people that aren't fighting? But at the same time, like, it's not that they don't want to fight in that because it's like, oh, we just don't want to do anything. There's genuine reasons why they don't want to fight. And Eito came around in the end. It's just your crew. We're supposed to be our comrades, friends. Friends, you're right, but you can't wait to get rid of us. See, this is the dissension so they wanted. So they wanted this. That's not true. If we all work together, I'm sure we can get Hiruko to change her mind. Come on, man. You really think she's gonna back down now? We still have to try. Just let it go, okay? If we're getting kicked out, we're getting kicked out. Nothing we can do about it. Makes no difference if it's now or in 5 days. It's still better than being forced to fight. See, he still sees this as better. Are you sure about that? I mean, once you get outside the school grounds, you're gonna be forced to fight anyway. You're gonna die. I know. Jeez, it's bad enough that we're gonna die out there. I don't need you reminding me. Whenever I'm done with this school, this is war. The whole saving humanity thing, it can go to hell for all I care. Factually so, if they get sent out, that they will die. Without any equipment, without them, using those knives. Well, I've just been one long string of rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? I better have been a billionaire or something in my next life. After everything I've been through, I deserve to catch a break. Still raving to himself, Gaku stomped away, just as unwilling to hear us out as Hiruko had been. He sure is freaking out, huh? I think I know how he feels, not that I'm putting Gaku in the same category as a sibling one like me. But I get what it's like to be so totally unsuited for combat that you can't even imagine having to fight for your own survival. Even our peaceful modern day society was too competitive for me. How am I supposed to cope with on the front lines of an actual war? Don't talk like that. You can't just give up. I wouldn't call it giving up. I'm just recognizing my limits. Too useless to live, too cowardly to die. Jesus. It's a miracle I even made it this far in life. Well, not so much as miracles as an unfortunate oversight. This is simply nature's way of correcting it. Jesus. They're so down in the dumps. Shuma gave a formal bow and making as little noise as possible, he left. Yeah. Shuma. I get where Hiruko's coming from, It's not fair for us to hang back and let you do all this fighting. And, oh, poor Tsubasa. And yeah, that's where I kind of, see it too. I'm like, yeah, her complaint is, an understandable emotion to have, but at the same time, this is sending people to their deaths. But doing anything else is really out of the question for me. Seriously, it's just not going to happen. Tsubasa, I think I must have been sent here by mistake or something. Oh, Tsubasa. It was probably only a matter of time before I got kicked out anyway. Oh, she's breaking my heart. That's the same saying. That's the same as you saying you don't care if you die out there. You know that? Yeah, but at least then it'll all be over. Oh my god, this is heartbreaking. At least then I won't have to deal with all these confusing feelings anymore. That's such a heartbreaking feeling. I could see the tears welling up in Tsubasa's eyes. Before I could say anything to comfort her, she was gone too. We sure do have a lot of Debbie Downers here. Oh my god, Ima. Given the circumstances, I guess it's only natural. You used to be one of us, Mr. Atsuki. Why'd you have to betray us and join the battle, freaks? So he feels like us. They probably do feel that way, where it's like, because I think Gaku had a similar phrase where it's like, now you're looking down on us. You joined the side, but again, that's what they wanted to separate us. So the other side would feel pressure. I don't think I betrayed you exactly. What should we do, brother dearest? Don't worry about a thing, sister dearest. I have a foolproof plan. You do? Yes, but I'm afraid I can't say any more than that. The element of surprise is a big part of it. Fine, keep your secrets. We know there's still time to change your mind, right? Oh my god, the thumbs up. I don't think so. Even if we do get thrown out of here, that hellish wasteland will be a paradise as long as I'm with my dear sister. Yeah, but what does she think? As such, there's nothing more to discuss. We'll be going back to our rooms now. Be sure to fight with all your might to protect us from the invaders. Ima's kind of funny. I think Kaku wants to fight. I think there's something in her. There's something about her. She wants to help out a bit with these other situations. The Sugamo twins left the cafeteria arm in arm, each wearing a different expression, like a pair of sock and blueskin masks. They made a single one of them willing to fight, not even to save their own skin.
Hey!
I don't think Hiruko was bluffing either. If they don't come around, she'll really force them to leave. We've got 5 days. Is there anything we can do? She gave us that extension pretty easily, don't you think? Now that you mention it, talking we barely anything to do set anything to go along with. So maybe she actually maybe she actually wanted to someone to object. Maybe she's expecting us to plead on their behalf. This could be another part of her plan. True. I think Hiruko wants us to use this 5 days to convince the others to join the fight. So that's why she agreed to it right after I stepped in. She's planning to give us that time all along? While just dancing her to her tune, huh? Man, that pisses me off. I don't like it either, but if you want to save everyone, this is the only way. Well, how's that going to work exactly? None of them seem to they were going to budge on this. I wonder why they're so set against fighting. I can only imagine it must be for some personal reasons. 110%, and everybody's different. Everyone's so, and you were against the two, Eito. In that case, we'll need to get them to share what those are before we can begin to convince them. Interesting way of looking at it. But how? Don't seem they're willing to spill the beans. You're right. We need to get them to open up to us first. I have an idea. Why don't we sneak them some food? I'm up for it. Food? Yeah, I'm sure they're all starving. If we can fill their bellies, there's a chance we can get them to open up to us a little. Tempt them with some bait, huh? Sounds like a plan. At least it's simple. So we gain their trust with food, then try to convince them to fight. Sounds like a major hassle. Alright, who do we get to do this? I'll do it. In response, all eyes in the room turned towards me. Yes. I should have seen this coming. Alright, I'll do it. We are a very neutral person here. Sorry, but I heard, you heard Ima. They already consider me a traitor. Probably won't get anywhere with them. All the subtly and planning crap ain't really my thing. And you know, you just know the Numi will only make it worse. I didn't even have to come up with my own excuse. Honestly, I wish I had someone making excuses for me too, the Numi, in life. We'll still have you any way we can, of course. Of course, I know. Yeah, you can count on us. Not like we got anything better to do. I love this crew. I really do love this crew. It only verse your social links with us if you tried to do it all yourself at this point. Thanks, guys. Very good reference. We've got 5 days. Let's make the most of them. So it's up to me to convince the non-fighters to start fighting. I'll work something out. I have to keep believing that. So we have to convince them in 5 days to fight. After taking a moment to outline our goals forward, Eito and Takamaro, Darumi, and I went back to our rooms. 5 days, just 5 days to turn everything around. Convincing the whole group right away is probably too much to ask for. I should pick 1 or 2 of them to focus on. Oh, and there's 5 people for 5 days. Tsubasa, Shuma, Gaku, Kako, and Ima. Those are the 5 I'm trying to persuade. Of the list, Tsubasa seems the easiest to persuade. Do you think so? She seemed like she was so dead set against it. She doesn't seem as stubborn as the other. If I give her an impassioned plea, she might come around. We're trying to save their lives here pretty much, right? The first one I'm going to try to convince is Tsubasa. With that decided, I should go head over to her room. I think we'll end the video here, guys, and we'll come back in the next one with more Last Defense Academy. Now, I don't know what we're going to be doing with this series yet. I think that what's been working with the channel a lot is doing alternating days and having different playthroughs on different days so that there's time to always catch up with the playthrough as well. I think that's been working out really nicely, and it just means that, like, you know, instead of an hour every day, it's an hour every few days, you know, sometimes 3 or 4 videos a week on this series. I think it has been working out pretty well, and we can also play 2 games at the same time too. But to talk about what happened in this episode, we have Hiruko clearly wanting everyone to fight with her. She wants to have a full, you know, group of soldiers here. But the way she's going about it is obviously in a very forced way, and I think that everything is planned to a T. I think that she starved them to make us feel bad for them. She wants us to feel bad for them. And then as soon as we plead for their safety, she was like, okay, go try it out then, you know? She made them feel pressured by starving them, but then the other side effect of that is that now we feel so bad for them that we want them to survive so bad that we're going to do this plea with them. I feel like she had everything planned to a T. To a T. She knew we were going to do this. She knew we were going to convince them. She gave 5 days for 5 people. Like, I'm sorry, that's like to a T. A really like interesting way of like that she did that. We're getting like to know the characters a bit more. I think it's interesting that she is so like scary that like everyone's kind of like pretty scared of her, and like it's like, you know, even Takamaro is getting more and more intimidated by her, which is such an interesting stance for him to take as well. And it shows that he's not just like, you know, the most, you know, the toughest man he sees in his eyes all the time too, which makes him more interesting at the same time too. My stance on all this is the same I've said through this entire episode. I think it's a totally fair thing to say that Hiruko would be a great leader on the battlefield. I also think it's totally reasonable for someone to complain and say, hey, why am I fighting when other people won't fight? Why am I fighting and getting hurt for these people? If you brought up that complaint, I'd be like, okay, let's talk about that. You know what I mean? But the way she went about it, I just don't agree with it. I do not agree with starving people. I do not agree. Like the way they look like they're about to keel over. They look so upset. They look like they were terrified. And I feel like this is what Sore wanted. Everyone's divided. Gaku is like looking at us as a different faction. There's the word betrayal was thrown around as well. It really does feel like there is like this. This is what Sore wanted all along, which is this feeling of like I have to make sure that they like I have to make sure that they are. There's pressure put on them to want to fight, and there's pressure put on other people to convince them to fight, and then it separates everyone right into 2 separate factions. I find this so interesting so far. It's such a great game. I was so enamored with the story, like going the whole way through this. Like I was like so pinpointed on everything. Like it was so great. And I can't wait to play more. And I have to just thank some people in the Patreon and stuff. So actually, my phone's all the way over there, so you won't even see it. I'll cut it here. But patrons who make all this series possible. I also want to say that we started doing YouTube memberships at this tier as well. If you do the €10 tier on YouTube members, just down below the video here, you can get your name in the credits of every single video that's ever made on this channel. And if you do the higher tier at €15, you get your name read out at the end of every video as well. So I want to say thank you so much to Tyfire2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Nizuma, Felicious Felix, Yuld, Radish and Nusta, Death Trap, Lynx, Marky, Yassassin, Shakugan, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, SR Fiji, Leon, Hykasperian, and Jared Beanham. And on the YouTube member side of things, thank you so much to Blasco. And I will see you all in the next episode. Which, if this episode is Thursday, the next episode will be Saturday. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.